Canada immigration is entering a new era in 2026, and if you are planning to apply for a visitor visa, study permit, work permit, or permanent residence, this update is extremely important for you. Many applicants are still following old rules and outdated advice, but Canada has completely changed how it evaluates immigration files. Missing this information could lead to delays, refusals, or even long-term bans, so make sure you watch and understand this carefully. In 2026, Canada has officially shifted to a fully data-driven immigration management system. This means immigration officers are no longer relying only on documents you submit. Instead, your application is now analyzed through advanced digital systems that cross-check your data across multiple government databases, past visa records, travel history, employment details, financial activity, and even patterns from previous applications. Everything is connected, and every detail matters more than ever before. One of the biggest changes is strict visa compliance tracking. Canada is now closely monitoring whether applicants followed the rules of previous visas, not just in Canada but globally. If you overstayed a visa, worked without authorization, violated study permit conditions, or misused a visitor visa in any country, the system can flag it instantly. Even minor violations that were previously overlooked can now result in refusal or future inadmissibility. Canada is also paying close attention to repeated visa applications. If you apply multiple times with different information, different sponsors, or changing explanations, the system can detect inconsistencies. This is why honesty and consistency are critical in 2026. One small mismatch between applications can seriously damage your immigration profile. Financial checks have become another major focus. In the past, many applicants believed showing a minimum bank balance was enough. That is no longer true. Canada is now analyzing full financial behavior, not just final balances. Officers review transaction history, source of funds, timing of deposits, sponsor credibility, income stability, tax records where applicable, and spending patterns. Sudden large deposits, borrowed funds, fake statements, or unverifiable sponsors are leading to immediate refusals and sometimes multi-year bans. For international students, the scrutiny is even stricter. Proof of funds requirements have increased, but more importantly, Canada is verifying whether your financial story makes sense. Officers are checking tuition payment history, living expense coverage, sponsor income, and long-term affordability. Students who cannot clearly demonstrate how they will support themselves throughout their studies are facing refusals, even if they meet the minimum required amount on paper. Work permit applicants are also under deeper review. Job offers are being digitally verified, employers are being checked for legitimacy, and salary details are being matched against industry standards. Fake job offers, shell companies, or exaggerated employment letters are being detected faster than ever. If the system finds that an employer has a history of non-compliance, your application can be refused even if your documents look strong. Visitor visas and super visas are no exception. Canada is applying stronger financial stress tests to ensure visitors can fully support themselves and will leave Canada on time. Applicants must now show not only sufficient funds but also strong ties to their home country, a clear travel purpose, and a consistent travel history. Weak ties or unclear intentions can result in refusal, even if finances appear strong. Another important change in 2026 is the use of predictive risk assessment. Canada is now using data patterns to identify high-risk applications before an officer even opens the file. This means applications with common red flags such as weak financial history, inconsistent travel records, questionable sponsors, or past refusals may face higher scrutiny or longer processing times automatically. What does this mean for genuine applicants? The message is clear. Canada is still welcoming immigrants, students, and workers, but shortcuts no longer work. Every document you submit must be real, verifiable, and consistent with your history. Using unlicensed agents, submitting fake documents, or manipulating information can permanently damage your chances of entering Canada. If you are planning to apply in 2026, preparation is the key. Organize your documents properly, maintain clean financial records, avoid sudden transactions before applying, and ensure your application tells a clear and truthful story. Always double-check that your information matches previous applications and official records. This is exactly why staying informed is so important right now. Immigration rules are changing fast, and relying on old information can cost you your future. On Canada Visa Update, we bring you the latest Canada immigration news, policy changes, visa updates, and expert-level breakdowns, so you can apply with confidence and avoid costly mistakes. If you found this update helpful, support the channel by liking the video and sharing it with someone planning to move to Canada. Subscribe to Canada Visa Update for daily trusted Canada immigration news and alerts. Your future plans deserve the right information, and we are here to keep you one step ahead. Canada is changing the immigration game in 2026, and if you're planning to apply for a Canadian visa, study permit, work permit, or PR, this update can directly affect your future. What you don't know could lead to delays, refusals, or even bans, so watch closely. In 2026, Canada has officially moved toward a data-driven immigration system, meaning every application is now tracked more closely than ever before. Immigration officers are using advanced analytics, AI tools, and cross-department databases to monitor visa compliance in real time. This means your travel history, previous visas, employment records, bank statements, and even inconsistencies across applications are now being digitally matched and flagged automatically. One of the biggest changes is strict visa compliance tracking. If you overstayed in any country, worked illegally, violated study permit rules, or misused a visitor visa in the past, Canada's system can now detect it much faster. Even small violations that were ignored before may now result in refusals or long-term inadmissibility. Financial checks have also become much tougher in 2026. Canada is no longer just checking the balance in your bank account. Officers are analyzing transaction history, fund sources, sudden deposits, sponsor credibility, and long-term financial stability. Fake bank statements, borrowed funds, or unexplained cash deposits are leading to instant refusals and possible bans of up to 5 years. For international students, proof of funds and tuition payment records are under deep scrutiny. For workers, salary slips, employer legitimacy, and job offer authenticity are being digitally verified. Visitors and parents applying for super visas are also facing stricter financial stress tests to prove they won't rely on Canada's social system. The key takeaway is simple. Accuracy, honesty, and documentation matter more than ever. Any mismatch between what you declare and what Canada's system detects can damage your immigration profile permanently. If you're planning to apply in 2026, prepare your documents carefully, avoid agents promising shortcuts, and make sure your financial records clearly tell a real story. Canada is still welcoming immigrants, but only those who fully comply with the rules. This is why staying updated is critical. On Canada Visa Update, we break down every major Canada immigration change, visa news, and policy update so you can apply smart and avoid costly mistakes. If this video helped you, like it, share it with someone planning Canada, and subscribe to Canada Visa Update for daily trusted immigration news. Your future in Canada depends on staying informed. Don't miss the next update.